I didn't check how is the microphone setup. Okay, so welcome back to the stream today. So I forgot to tell you that yes, I'm not gonna be here in the morning, but sorry for that. But Tuesdays I'm not generally here, except for the next Tuesday, which I will be around. Yeah. Okay. So let me bring up the chat in case. Okay. I hope the voice quality is good. I guess we can continue. So first I'm gonna change the projects. Folder. Okay, there are two Z stuff. Then I'm gonna copy paste whatever I have in here as well. And that's Zig. Okay. Go to the Zig array. First division. Division. And happened to my mouse? Happening. Oh. Hey, what's going on here? Great. I will go to types. And then types. Okay. Then came the Zig. Zig. Made a mistake. Copy. Here. Paste. Okay. Vision do. We'll have to create file vision do.glsl. And then finally, here I have also vision. I will go to okay, vision. Okay, very good. There are a few things. There's a texture stuff that I added to the types. I'm not going to use it for now. So I'm gonna use the here. Where's the function? Row. Yeah, okay. Layered row. I don't want the texture for now. Let's first run this. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I shouldn't load the texture because I don't have it. I put this. Load texture. Where is this called? Here. See that shader. No, shader is okay. Load texture. Okay, so what we are going to do I will put a minimum of the vision. Okay, here I want the minimum to be 0.5 for now. Okay. Wait, actually, if I can put this. Good. Okay. Okay. Since I just want to see everything, I'm gonna put the minimum like 0.4. Be okay for now. Now let's go to our game. So the first thing that I want to do is okay, it's in types. I will remove the grid cell because I'm not going to use the grid cell anymore. Instead, I'm going to use tile. So each tile can be a block or non-block, empty. I will create a tile type. In tile type in it's either empty or wall. Now, okay, there's no cell anymore. And then I can create a file which is a struct. So first it has position and size. Yes, size is a global thing. The position, we don't have to store the position of the tile inside the tile itself. And then there is the color. We don't care about the color, is stored in the platform. So what is it? It's a tile type, so I'm gonna put type tile type. And then I will initialize everything with .empty. And then it has, what else does it have? File, it has, okay, PID, which platform does it correspond to, which is a usize. That has to be specified when creating the tile. Okay, very good. Now, the next thing that I want to change is my maps. So I create a world map and I have a grid, which is a two-dimensional list. I will have to remove this and create a hash map. So it would be file set, and then I will use a standard library hash map, auto hash map. Auto hash map. So okay, so the indices, they have to be integer. I'm gonna use the Should I use I32? I think I32 should cover everything that we want. I will use vec2i for this in I32 vectors that I have defined. And then for whatever it's the tile, the values of this hash map are tile. Now I have to define, I have to initialize this. I think it doesn't need to remove the grid, and I would just say tile set, which is equal to exactly. So that should be map. Next is, okay, so I have to change all of these variables. I have grid size. I will use tile size, tile number X, tile number Y. So tile size is going to be 8, or maybe 16. 16 could be cool. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome, Red Blank. Am I witnessing the creation of a cool pixel game? It should be some kind of a very simple minimum um, prototype of a platformer, 2D platformer, and then I will try to add some pixel art, like a character. How is it gonna be? How is it gonna look like and stuff? I will try to add those things later. Hopefully, yeah. Maybe in the coming months, I will try to add those details, like the character and maybe enemies and stuff. And all the code, will be available on GitHub. And I'm not promising also very efficient and very like algorithmically very good approach. Like many of the things are just some kind of a try. I'm trying them for the first time and stuff like this. So yeah, it's. I hope that it goes there. We will see. Tile size. Tile sounds good. Yeah. I. So the thing that you wrote after sounds good. I assume they are for the emotes. I don't see them in chat. Like, how is it? Is there an application that we have to install on Chrome or Firefox to see those emotes? Yeah, exactly. Like the one that you wrote right now. No application. It's default in all keyboards. Oh, okay. Really? Okay, I don't have it in my keyboard, so yeah. Yeah, I will try to search. Maybe there is a way to see them. Ah, okay. phone keyboard. I see. That makes sense. Okay, so tile size is 8. How much should it be? The width of the screen width that I want is maybe 1,000 pixel. To get 1,000 with 8, that would be 10 to the power of 10 divided by 10 to the power of, sorry, 2 to the power of 10 divided by 2 to the power of 3 is like 2 to the power of 7, which is around 128. I think Samsung Mobile has the feature. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. My phone is a crazy old phone from, I don't even know the company, by the way. I think it was Z still. It had a Z in the name. I don't remember what was the name of the company. I don't even know if they're producing anymore any phone anymore. Yeah. File number Y would be, so if I want 800, that would be somewhere between 512 and 1024 times 8, so 100. You can just say 100. Very good. Yeah, I'm using a very, it's like yeah, literally it looks like a fossil right now. Fossil. Yeah, okay. Very good. And then here, map, I create the world map. I have the allocator to set up. Now I have to set up my map. Okay, very good. Here I'm going to be using file number X. You know about UART communication and logic code for that? No, I actually don't know what you're talking about. What is this? Is it like something related to the keyboard, or I don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, electronics it is. Okay. No, I don't know much. As you were doing C programming, so just ask no. So this is not C, this is Zig programming language. It looks like C, and I guess in some aspects, but it's a Zig programming language. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So Zig is like a kind of a new. I mean, new. It started from 2018. It's still new compared to many other programming languages, like C and Rust and other stuff. So Zig is like a programming language, low-level programming language, which is is aimed to be a general-purpose programming language like C, but with some changes. Is Zig generally used to create games? No. Zig is not aimed to, to do that. It's generally purpose programming language. It's like you can create, I don't know, operating systems or do whatever you want to do, like whatever you do with C. It's supposed to be doing those things. It's just that they're trying to design it in such a way that is easier to um, it's they're just not trying to change it too much. They're just trying to change what we have, like in C, I guess, with certain efficiency, and of course, the major thing that they have in mind is verbosity. So the verbosity in the programming language, like there is nothing hidden. Um, um, Explicitness, like when you do the program, when you write the programs in this language, you have to be explicit about anything that you write. Like the language is completely explicit. Like there is nothing hidden. Like if there is a memory management or anything, you can know all the details about what's happening. um, and yeah, you can use it for creating games and stuff. Of course, it's not as mature as many other languages. Like for example, C and stuff. They've been around for many years, decades now. So um, it's not as mature as those languages, but still, it's a cool language that I like. So I'm using that for making this tiny prototype that I'm doing. Okay, the explicitness. So, okay. This is a very difficult question to answer. Let me see if I have learned enough of Zig. Mm, so, okay. Actually, I don't have anything in my mind right now, or I cannot give an example. Why? I'm sure if I just think about it, like in different time, I can think of some examples. But so um, okay. There are there are certain things. I haven't worked with C for so many for so long time that I don't even remember some stuff. And I'm not sure if I should give that example because so for example, there are some certain typecastings that I think it's automatic in C, and that they're not automatic in Zig, as far as I can remember. Like you could do, like, there are automatic typecasting for I don't remember, like integers and floats. I don't remember if this is correct or not. But yeah, for example, here you would have to do it explicitly. And then there are certain other examples that are there that you could. And then, for example, like division, like if you have a negative division, or if you have like floating, it could produce floating numbers and stuff. Uh, Initialize things. What do you mean? Like variable initializations, or like the definitions are like this. It's a static type. You define the type of the variable, and then you initialize them with some number, or like for example, if it's integer. Yeah, this is a struct, so it's like their initial how do we call these things? Some kind of a initial value here for different variables that we have. Yeah, exactly. So for variables, um, if I bring the main function um, here, so there are two. You would have to. Um, so if the compiler knows what's gonna be the type of the variable, you don't have to explicitly put the variable type. Uh, but so for example here GPA, I don't put the type for this GPA, but it's um, but for some other things I would have to do it. So for example, if I'm defining some integer, I don't know, if it's a variable that is going to change in future, I have to define it with var, for example, n, and then I32, it's the type, and then I put it equal to, for example, 0. And then, but I have to use this, so compiler will not allow me to just define variable and let it like this. If you see there is some kind of a red bar under it, it's like the error. I cannot compile this right now because other than other errors that I have in this project, this one in particular, it will give me unused local variable error. And so if I define them by keyword const, they should be used as well. I cannot define a concept and not use it as well. So there are a lot of things like this. Another example. Um, okay, so yeah, that's it. Like for example, like the variables, I have to, if I'm not changing them, I have to define them as constant. Like these are the specific things, or like for example, overloading operators. For example, like we have in C, we can do um, as far as I can remember, I think in C we can do overloading operators. Like we can define operators between two, like we can define types with structs and then define overload the operators so that they could work with the different structs as well. But in Zig, you are forced there is no overloading operators, so you would have to define certain. You can define the methods and stuff within the structs, uh, which helps you a lot to. But then you cannot use the same operators for different um, different purposes. I know I'm not giving you the best explanation on this, but it should be okay for now. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, but it's also interesting. It's like it's sometimes it's also a challenge for me, like to be able to understand, to be able to see how much do I remember and understand from the programming language that I'm using right now. exactly. We are all learning. So there is the map. There's platforms. I do append platform, but then I am going to change so that, so for example, the position, it should be a tile system. So 100 to the tile system is like, for example, 8. No, it's not 8. It's like 13. And 50 is like 6. The size 100 is 12, for example. And 200 is 24, I guess. Around. Cool. I would do that. It's like 24, 24, 36, and this one 80, 18. 700, what, 7 times 12? 7, 2, 14, 7, 84, 85. I'm going to put 150, 18 again, 150, that's 18, 250 is like 28. Okay, and then is 500, 5 times 12, 60. 354, for example, 112, 224, file size, file number X, file number Y, file size. Okay, that's cool. Now here, forms, if it's 0, continue, because the first one is the platform for the non-collision thing. And then here, file size, exactly. Okay, that's very good. There's a platform position. Yeah. Okay, so this is not needed anymore. I can say const I mean is int cast. platform position, platform dot position 0, use size. Okay, and then I go from imin to imax and jmin to jmax. Now what I do, I will apply, I will add, so that would be map the tile set, sorry, put, now I need some ij, but this should be int cast. Cast, int cast I and j, and then I need to define a tile. For tile, I will put the type to be block and PID equal to PID. Okay. Platform ID. Tile equal here. Yeah, okay. Platform ID. Platform D here. Okay, very good. So I set up all my tiles here, and tile set, very cool. Okay, if there was the collision ID is 0, instead of that I will just put if platform the collision ID is 0, which means that the platform doesn't have any collisions, so I don't need to put it in my tile set. Okay. So what is this? Tile number. This is the initialization. I don't need to do that. There's a platform init, and then map dot tile set init. And I believe it doesn't need an allocator. Okay, that's it. That's cool. Now, okay. So the algorithm move player. I'm just going to comment out in game. I'm just going to comment out the process. I will put the test input for now, in case. Okay. Now, first thing, I have to update the throw function. So what it does, it throws the platforms. It's okay then. It's cool, this one. Yeah, this one is cool. Oh, okay. Here, world map. Okay, here. There is a platform that I defined for. Oh yeah. So the size should be 1. In Y, in X, this should be. No, it shouldn't be no -1, right? Yeah, it should be -1. And then the position is this one, right? Where X is the last one. And this is Y, by the way. Tile number Y -1. And then here it goes as long as the tile size times tile number Y -1, I believe. Okay. And then here, and I have to, okay, now I can find it in throw function. Throw is, okay. I go through the platforms and I just throw them. But this difference that every position 0 must be multiplied by tile size, world map, world map, tile size. This is t dot. And then okay, so this one is also multiplied by t dot world map dot tile size. That's the left. Size. Tile size. I can define a function by scale to global. T dot world map tile size. Okay. And then here, so I want position 1 to be multiplied by tile size. Here, and tile size. Position 1, again, tile size. Anything else? Here. Okay. This is multiplied. Okay, here I have the position is multiplied. This is multiplied. 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 Multiply. Very good. Okay. There shouldn't be any problem there. And then what else do we have? The player position. Vision. Further vision. Okay. Draw click grid lines. There is no grid line anymore. It's all about tiles. Just to check if everything is correct, I will tile number y number x. This is file size. Okay. Another grid size here. Grid size. Very good. Row function. Okay. Now in the vision, okay, our bird is here, so, and he doesn't let me type. I'm gonna have to put her down. I will be back in a few minutes. Or maybe I will just stop here for now. And then I will try to, yeah, I will come back tomorrow morning. Yeah, tomorrow for sure morning I'm gonna be here. And hopefully tomorrow 10 a.m. Paris time. And afternoon around 14. Similar timing they do every day, every time. Yeah, and I will try to continue exactly the same thing that I'm doing. Basically, I'm trying to port this code that I have written in a spatial grid to tiling system, and then yeah, that's it. Okay, see you tomorrow. Have a really good day, and please don't forget to subscribe and like the videos. It would help a lot my channel. And yeah, see you. Thank you. Have a good day. Take care.